largest search engines. People don't really think of it like that. They think about buying things there, but it's one of the largest search engines. So what you can do is if you have your title or in the description, have some keywords that people would be looking for. So when I wrote the book on Facebook marketing, titled the book on Facebook marketing, my keyword Facebook marketing was in the title. So when someone searched for Facebook marketing, I popped up on the first page, and that resulted in thousands of people finding it and buying it, and going from the book to getting the free videos, to then being on our email list, then coming to events, and then hiring us to coach them. So getting found is super important. Now, the other piece, when you think about launching a book, is the mission when you have that date is you want to get as many reviews as you can in a short period of time. So you might send the PDF out to friends, to family members in advance and say, hey, when I launched this book, February 15th, 2022, that weekend, I would be so grateful and honored if you wrote a review, or if you bought the book and wrote a review. The other thing is that any one of you that writes a book inside of our Life Empower Academy group, movement group, normally the 15th of the month is self-promotion day, but anytime you write a book, let us know, because we want our community to buy it and write a review, and that will help push you up the charts and get to bestseller in your category. So for your categories, that's another important thing. Choose categories that are not too competitive, so you can get to the quote bestseller status in a short period of time. One thing that, when I look again at your question, you mentioned writing a chapter. And so a couple tips on as far as how to write a book. Some people find it helpful to speak their book out and have it transcribed. There's a tool called Otter. Otter, you can have it on your phone, and then when you're speaking, it will transcribe it as you're speaking. There's also services like Rev.com, and it's humans will take what you're saying and they'll transcribe it for you. So if you're a talker, that's helpful to speak your book out. But other than that, I would say knowing where you're going. And how I did it was I started with the outline, and it felt like this huge mountain to climb. So I had the outline. The other thing that I did was I had a partner. I had a woman, Valerie, I trained in how to run ads. She wrote the technical stuff about Facebook ads. She had about 100 pages, and I had about 100 pages. So that really helped. It shortcut the time because half the book was somebody else. And then the other thing is, once I had my outline and I knew each chapter title, then I could chip away at it and go chapter by chapter by chapter. And what I did was I blocked out 2 days, a weekend, and I let everyone around me know I'm going to be just buckling down and writing this thing. So I turned off all distractions, and I said I got 2 days to do it. And I just sat there for hours, and I put in my headphones, and there's a thing called binaural beats. It sounds all technical, but basically it's a sound. It sounds kind of like a humming sound that has a frequency, and there's different binaural beats that do different things. There's some for focus, there's some for sleepy time, and I put those in, and I allowed that little humming noise. I believe it worked, and ever since I did that, I'll use it when I need to write copy or to really focus on something, and I just sat there and I just knocked it out. And I would say done beats perfect. Get the book out. You can always have an editor go through and read it. I had my father, who is a avid reader. He's a great writer, and I had him go through, proofread, and edit, and I brought it to market. And so I'm very proud of the outcome, and